The Real Risktaker, episode 11. Outer space start date is 9/2014. This is simply a mark in human history, as I am doing my all humanitarian projects with the main focus being the new books. Miss Eva Charis, who stands with me in the new waves, has fun with me on Facebook, connecting with people all over the world. We are reaching hundreds, and I am seeing on the real side there will be thousands more who will be waking up with the all-natural sound of the new you. For those who step forward from their personal life and become the real risk takers, they will experience what others will not. It is like a test for each person to see how they will do with themselves as to what they will risk to become more aware and stand with what ALLIFE is. When I first met Eva in 2013, I already know she was a wonderful being who was sharing and taking the risk with so many people on Facebook. When she put up her letter, Why I Quit Hong Kong, on Facebook, it was a shock to the Crown Corporation memberships, as I also saw there the night before on the rail side, as the rail guides applaud her in my dream visions. That same night, I also saw a huge new wave from the top of the psych realms, then goes through all the levels down to the earth. The very next day in Huntington Beach, we had 3 days of hot offshore winds in February, which we never have, but only in the winter months. Eva had stepped into the new waves, as I had invited her to be with me. From that moment, others began to have real-side experience with Eva and I. Eva is a full-time risk taker, as we are on the internet and Facebook all the time sharing something wonderful. The idea here is that when you step forward, no matter what your experience have been or have not been, you will then go into the true unknown and you will be shown what you have not known. And if you do not do this now, then chances are you will never know. For you as a reader, you early do not recognize how fortunate you are to have this true knowledge right in front of you. For the most part, you are taking for granted what I'm sharing and still thinking your personal life is more important. Take a real look at this world you are on as you are still thinking about your nice life here. Where are you really going with yourself? Do you have a purpose? And most of all, do you have a real purpose? Or are you just getting by the best you can with making sure your personal self is happy and satisfied? All of this and so much more is your choice. I can easily see those who have stepped forward to become real with ALLIFE, and those who just read some of this and others references I have written, and then do the new you when they can or when they feel like it. It is your life, and I'm not here to tell anyone anything they actually do not already know. I'm simply sharing how to succeed with real freedom, and it takes a lot more than just reading and thinking as you and others have been taught with the invented institutions that militarize everyone they can. The social structures have brainwashed people to the point they really do not know what to do with themselves. So most will look at their cell phones and text wherever they go. I already know that the majority of people I met will take for granted what I'm sharing and stay with their personal self. And that is fine, because I'm not here to convince anyone of anything, as I'm fine with myself and what I know to be real now. The real journey with the ALLLISSS is not like people think it is, not even close. Each of us must earn our own way. This is real. When I was a student with Paul and Rebecca, I immediately took part with what they are doing. They have provided me with a real demonstration as to how to succeed with my real journey. What Paul presented was for these times, and I was asked to expand upon his references, and this is what I'm doing. The real adventure that I'm having by doing so cannot be properly related, as each person must take the risk for themselves or never know what is real now. As you sincerely start to take the risk and honorably take part with what the real guides are doing now, then your life will begin to lighten up and you will see so much more. But until then, you will mainly be dealing with your mind and wondering what to do with your little self that wants to have its attention all over creation and still trying out the whole of life. You will someday come to recognize that your mind knows nothing. You do. Dwayne, great writers here.